Hey there, everybody on Facebook and social media. First of all, I've got to start with, do you allow negative self talk and past experiences where you feel like you haven't achieved what you want or you kind of screwed up to get in the way of doing the things that you want to do? How often do you have the voices in your head that may or may not be real get in the way of doing some of the things that you really want to do? Well, let me tell you what happened to me just now. You might have seen that I was live about 15 minutes ago, which is really difficult for me. I am not somebody who likes to put themselves onto social media. However, I do want to be a public figure. I would love to be able to do more public speaking, to be an influencer. And obviously, to do that, you kind of need to be willing to go live on Facebook. So what happens is I go onto Facebook like today, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna push past all these negative talk in my head. And then, do you know what happened 15 minutes ago? I forgot to put the volume on my microphone. I forgot to turn my microphone on, actually. So I was basically speaking to nobody because my sound was off. So I got off the video and I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm done. That was phew. Thank God I did that. And then realized that there was no sound on it. So now I have to do it again. So what happens is it's really difficult to push past negative self-talk when you're like, oh, the negative self-talk says you're going to screw up, you're going to look like a moron, nobody's going to want to hear you. And then you look on your posts and nobody's jumping on to listen to you. And you go to play it and realize that you screwed up and didn't turn the sound on. So sometimes what happens is that negative self-talk is really difficult to push past because you feel like there's a lot of evidence to prove that the negative self-talk that you're thinking in your head is actually real. So I'm here to tell you guys, the stuff that whatever you tell yourself is the reality. Meaning that if you put the energy out there of nobody's going to want to hear you, then guess what? Nobody's going to want to hear you. So you really need to push past all those fears. And sometimes you may look like or feel like nobody's listening, and you're going to screw it up. And believe me, I screw up big time. But really, I was saying in the other video that nobody could hear that one of the things that I remember my grandmother saying to me when I first started my own business 14 years ago now is she said to me, don't be afraid to go out on a limb because that's where all the fruit is. So honestly, usually what I have found in my life, and you might relate, is that the things that I've achieved in my life are the greatest reward is where I've pushed past my worst fears and did them anyway. So, what I'm here to tell you is the lack of fear is not the indicator that you're doing the right thing. Because if you are doing something that you really want to do, it's probably going to scare the hell out of you, like me, pushing past my own fears and not looking dumb in front of everybody to go on to a live Facebook thing and then not having the sound on. Um, so, um, are you allowing this to happen? Do you feel like how many times have you let fear of what other people might think or looking dumb or any of those things, or nobody's going to want to hear me, or I don't like the way I look, or I don't like the way I sound, or nobody's going to want to hear me, or I'm not going to have any friends, etc. How often can you think of the last time or how many times you've actually allowed that negative self talk to impact your ability to live your life or to achieve the things that you want to achieve? Now, that doesn't mean that I'm saying that people aren't out there who are thinking and saying those things about you. You know what? There might be, and they probably are. But hopefully, for in this case, there's a lot more people that will listen to this and say, God, that is speaking to me. Of course, I always let things get in the way. I let my negative self talk get in the way, and I get the fear of me looking dumb or me embarrassing myself get in the way of things that I would really like to achieve. So, you've probably, if you've been watching my live Facebooks, know that I have a micro course or a 4 week course starting on next Wednesday, actually May 1st. There are 4 1-hour sessions for $97, and this is going to be an amazingly strong community of people that are all sort of in the same energetic space, because that's sort of the way that the universe works. I have been putting out there that the type of person that is perfect for this group is going to be anybody who really wants to be able to change and is already aware of the fact that putting your energy into hoping that everybody else will be different so that your life can improve is not how you're going to actually make any gains here. So anybody who is ready for my group is all going to be a group of people that pushed past that negative self-talk that says this isn't going to work for me, I'm not going to get any better, um, God is just punishing me and nothing I do is ever going to change that. The group of people that are signing up for this course are all here to support each other. We're all in the same energetic space. So I had one of my clients ask me yesterday, I already read your book. So if this course is based on your book, how would it benefit me to come? And the answer to that is that this is your opportunity for you to be able to apply what is in the principles of the book about change into your life personally. When you read the book, you're guiding yourself through that process. When you come to this course, it is going to be you with a bunch of other people who are energetically in that same space, supporting each other, being able to ask questions and apply these principles to your life real time. So every week, we're going to be able to meet and talk about the progress that they've made, that everybody in the group has made, and to be able to share those experiences. And that's really where the power of transformation is, to be able to support each other. And I don't know about you, but when I'm trying to get something done, I have to be able to, if I'm going to learn something, I have to experience it myself. Reading it about it in a book is one thing, being able to apply it to what's happening in my daily life is completely another. And so that is the power of this group. Everybody who is going to be coming into this group is going to mutually agree to support each other, to keep whatever is said in the group, to keep and to stay in the group, and to be able to support each other where we're at. So I am manifesting right now that the people who are signing up for my course are all in that same place, that are all able to support each other, and all will benefit from cutting the shit. And we'll be able to move past your own fears of what are other people going to think, or if am I going to fit in, or am I going to like everybody in the group, or am I going to be able to do this? It doesn't mean that you're not going to think those things. It means that you're going to be able to actively work through your fears to get out on a limb and experience that transformation. So if you are wondering, hey, is this group for me? If you still have some questions, please send me a Facebook message. I am really excited about the people who are already signing up for this. Is going to be a very powerful group of people who really want to move energy. And we are going to talk about that. We're going to talk about using foundational principles about moving energy to be able to help you get the transformation that you're looking for. So if this spoke to you and you're somebody who's really afraid to do this, or you have all those that negative self-talk getting in your way, good, then you're going to fit right in with people like me who do screw up and post a video and forget to put the sound on. So I hope that you will join us. The class is $97. I've made it very affordable so that if one of your thoughts is this is too much money for me, hopefully the lower cost is going to be able to have you be able to afford something for it's going to be 4 1-hour sessions for $97, and also the support of the whole group. If you miss any classes, the replays are going to be available inside the group. So I'm going to put the link to join us in the comments for this. And I hope to see you guys there, because we are starting a week from tomorrow. I can't believe that it's already that close. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And we'd really like to see you there if you're the right fit for us and the group. Thanks.